Good morning. Today we're going to make a little bit of a different video because we're going to talk about what we brought with us. As you know, we're going to spend about half a year in the camper, so we really needed to think about what we bring with us and especially what we leave at home, because the camper in Europe is allowed to weigh 3,500 kilograms, and that includes the camper itself and everything in it.
Including us and the dog.
Yeah. So, well, if you know that the camper almost weighs about 3,000 kilograms, that means that we have about 500 kilograms that we can bring with us.
And that includes water and fuel for the 500. If you want to know more about weight and what's required, what's included, how to calculate it, all of that, let us know in the comments below, and we would love to make a video about that as well.
Well, we're gonna tell you about the different areas in the camper and what we have taken with us.
So let's start with utensils, cutlery and stuff. We brought 4 of our knives and forks and everything, except for little spoons. We brought 8 of those because he drinks tea with sugar, coffee with sugar, anything with sugar, so we needed a few extra spoons. But for anything else we bought 4 because we feel that's more than enough, and if we have people over for dinner, if we have that option. And we did that as well for our dishes, so we have 4 bowls, 4 deeper plates and 4 normal plates, so that we have that option as well. But we kind of feel like it already is quite a bit. We also have our pots and pans in the kitchen, of course, as well as the cleaning supplies. We brought a few cleaning supplies that we can use everywhere and that are ecologically friendly, because we found it important. And last but not least, in the kitchen we have our stock. So we have things that we take with us and that we probably have for the whole of the trip. And then we have things that we just buy and use, like vegetables and bread and meat and stuff like that. And we have 3 areas where we store that, which is of course our fridge for anything that needs to keep cool. Then we have a small area above our stove, and then we have a big closet which used to be a wardrobe, but we have it for all of the food. In the closet where we keep our food, we also keep the dog related stuff on the bottom. So Isa's food, a bowl, extra nibbles, brushes, stuff like that.
The next thing is our wardrobe. As Natalie told, there's a big closet that isn't used as a wardrobe. But still we have some room for our clothing. So behind the beds there's 3 cabinets, of which 1 is in use by me and almost 2 are used by Natalie.
This is our wardrobe. This side is Martin's, this side is mine. We have a bit of a difference in organization. Messy. Everything is in here. That's shirts, pants, sweaters, vests. Oh, well, more organized. Except things fall out. And this one we share with underwear, extra linens for the bed, socks, things like that.
Yeah, and then we have some clothing that we don't use every day. So, for example, our winter clothing, because it's too hot at this moment. Um, and we store those in, yeah, clothing bags, which we can store under the bed. And then we have some sports clothing also. So for me, that's the biking clothes for the mountain biking, and for Natalie some
Yoga stuff.
yoga stuff. And we also store those in in the bags and put them under the bed. So yeah, that's our wardrobe.
Yeah, our wardrobe is really, really small, and we will get back to that in the end when we talk about things that we forgot or we kind of miss. In our living area, we store anything that is either work related or leisure related. So we have our laptops, the camera, SSD stuff, anything, mouses, keyboards, anything that's for work. We have that in the cabinets in the living area. And then we have stuff that's for entertainment. So we have our e-readers and an iPad and a little, what's it called, boombox? Things like that. Our mobiles, all of the chargers. um, so we have that, and then I have some crafting stuff as well. I brought my knitting and crochet things with me, and that's in a big bag. And then I have a little bit of watercoloring stuff with me. So that was things that I could bring that were easy to stash away and store. But I did want to bring some crafting things with me.
And then in the front of the car, above the head, we keep our blankets. So when Natalie is cold, then she can,
Which happens a lot.
then she can get a blanket and get warm again. And also all the dog related stuff like the harness when we're traveling, and
Leashes.
and all that kind of stuff for the dog.
The bathroom, we don't have that much storage space there, but we also don't really need that much. We have a cabinet underneath the sink where we keep a lot of the bigger bottles, shampoo, stuff like that. And then on top we have a cabinet for medicine stuff and a little bit of makeup and jewelry for me. And on the other end we have moisturizers and things like that. Luckily we don't use that much, but I do have some specific things with me for my skin that we didn't want to take a chance on, so I brought a 6-month supply, which means we have a box in the shower which holds most of that supply, as well as some other bits and bobs that we don't need that often.
In the shower we also have our towels, and there's a bag where we leave our dirty laundry. Last but not least, we have the garage of the camper, and in the garage we have everything we can't store in the camper. So first thing is we've got two electric bikes, which we use to get around.
And you saw how he installed the bike rack in one of the earlier videos for that.
Then there's the chairs on which we sit at this moment, and the table. We have a big table
on which you stand at the moment.
We've got a big table where we can sit at to eat, but also we have a small table when we want to drink some coffee. Then I've got some grey plastic boxes which contains all kinds of stuff like tooling for my bikes if I need to fix something, ropes for the dog,
Dog food.
dog food. We've got a whole bag of dog food, but also a lot of camper related stuff. So like the blocks we drive onto to lift the front of the camper, sports stuff. So I've got a balancing board and at least got a yoga mat in there. What else?
Shoes.
Shoes. We've got a nice shoe rack, bag maybe.
Bag rack? I don't know.
Shoe bag. I think that's the proper one. And yeah, we can put all kinds of stuff in there.
There are a few things that we already noticed we've missed, or that we forgot, or that we just didn't realize we would need. And we want to talk a little bit about that as well. One of the first things is this thing here. We both didn't bring any hats or caps with us, and that was just a silly oversight. It's really important to have things on your head when it's hot, and it's already hot and it's only April. So yeah, that was definitely oversight, and he already bought a cap, and I am still looking for a hat. Another thing is that we were really, really careful with how much clothes we brought, because we didn't want that to be the thing that put us overweight when you don't really need that much. However, we probably brought a little too little. So t-shirts, underwear, things like that, we could have brought a little bit more. Because now sometimes we feel like we need to do laundry, even though we don't really feel like we have enough stuff for laundry yet.
Another thing that I forgot is, of course, I brought swimming gear. But here in France, for example, you can't go swim in shorts. You need to bring out your Speedo. But I didn't bring mine. So, yeah, you might think, why do I have a Speedo? Well, I went to France and found that I needed to have a Speedo. So I bought one in an earlier trip.
And now he needs to buy another one.
And now I need to buy another one.
Another thing that we didn't think we would need was a specific frying pan. We bought a new bigger pan for the kitchen, and we had our pots already, but we really quickly noticed that we missed a frying pan to fry our meats. So that was really something that we didn't expect to miss, but that we really, really miss. We've been buying a lot of bottled water, which we didn't expect. We expected to just use the water from the campings and campgrounds, and boil it if needed. But we had some white foam on our tea for a few days, and that didn't look good. So we started buying bottled water, which is, well, quite against our idea of being as ecologically friendly as we can. So that's not something we want to keep doing, and we need to figure out another way. And we are thinking about buying a water filter so that we can use the water again, but filter out any harmful stuff that's in it, or any just weird stuff like white foam.
Okay, so that's about it. I think
so too.
this is what we brought
Or didn't bring.
or didn't bring. Thanks for watching. We'll be posting a vlog next week again. And if you like to, keep yourself updated, then subscribe to this channel. And it would be really cool if you liked this video.
If you have any ideas of videos like this that we can make, let us know in the comments, because we thought it would be a cool intermezzo between the normal vlog style videos.
Bye.
Bye!